Welcome, my friends. I'm Cosmic Goddess Blue Star here, giving you your energy cosmic update. And we have a lot of things that are happening this month. I'm going to go through it, try to keep it under, 20 minutes. But we have a lot of shifts going on. This is the Ascension season. This is the angel. There's two angels that are working with us really closely this season. It's Archangel Metatron, who I have here with the beautiful geometric shapes, because it's letting us know that we are part of the universe, that we are moving up another level in our light body. For many people, this is a season for people to awaken. And also Archangel Uriel. Uriel is the angel of illumination, of divine wisdom, of divine peace, works with the sixth ray, just of sisterhood and brotherhood. And Metatron works with the first ray of merging yourself with God's divine will, with yours. So both of these energies are really present as we walk through this ascension season, and of course tomorrow the big 8-8, the Lion's Gate. So let me go into some of the energies that you could be feeling and why, and astrology, and we'll pull it all together here. Okay, so you can definitely feel like a lot of movement, a lot of excitability. So there could be times when you are just feeling that electric energy, that excitement energy, and you're really just tapping into some beautiful, beautiful energies. But also, this is a time where people could be definitely moving through some challenges. So you can have like this even like internal war coming up, or you might even be experiencing this with your external world. So you can have both of these energies working with you through this ascension season of really this excitable energy, this also this internal stuff that needs to come up, and how it impacts your external world. So there could be times, like I said, that you might be feeling maybe peaceful and at peace, but then other times just having a lot of this stuff coming up, really to be seen, to look at this. And this is also why Uriel was coming in too, because he is the angel that when he came to me, was sharing with me about doing a lot of shadow work and really using his light to see what maybe you had a hard time seeing, clarity, and looking at the shadow self. This is the lower aspect. This is diving deep into those shadows within ourselves that we don't want to maybe acknowledge, and don't want other people to obviously see. We put on that mask. So these two angels, of course, Metatron, the ascension angel, so working with people to look at these dark aspects within themselves to bring this clarity, and of course rise up in your energy field and your consciousness. So this is why these two energies are paired. So it's a perfect timing too, because we're moving through the Lion's Gate, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a moment. But I also want to touch on the astrology here. So we had the supermoon in Aquarius. We have two supermoons this month, and I will be holding another event on the second supermoon. So stay tuned for that. But this supermoon that we had was about freedom and where are restrictions, because it's Aquarius is a freedom. They don't like restrictions. They really want to rebel against that, and this gives us the opportunity to make these changes, right? So we also went into the sign of Leo on July 22nd, the same day that Venus went into retrograde in Leo. So Leo is all about this fire energy, this strength, this courage, the strength to look at our things, the strength to make these changes right under that super full moon, like what changes we need to make to obtain this liberation, this freedom. And of course, it's the sun. It's Leo is ruled by the sun, so it is this life-giving force. And of course, sight, the sun, light, like life and light, right? So it's how we are in the world, like how are we expressing, how are we being seen in the world? And this is going to tie in also to this big 8-8 portal for tomorrow too. It is the fifth sign of the zodiac, which is all about change, right? It's also in the dimensional energies that I do. It is the fifth dimension of what you came here, your to-do list. So it gives you a lot of time under this energy of the Leo energy with the Aquarius moon and of course the Lion's Gate to really review with such clarity, those aha moments, and see where you're operating from. Are you operating from the ego, the lower ego? Are you operating from your higher self and making those changes that are necessary? Now, of course, we had Venus go into retrograde, which is also in Leo. So you're definitely going to have some things come up to be revealed within the dynamic of your relationships. This could be the relationship with yourself, of course. And this one, when we go into retrograde, it's about diving a little deeper into the underworld, let's say. So going down into the underworld, looking at the shadows, seeing what's in there. And stuff is going to come up. Definitely stuff is going to come up because of all of these supportive energies of this month. So you guys have been doing the work. You guys definitely have been feeling it. You're getting hit with all of these, obviously these cosmic energies, and you're moving through these big changes. So when Venus is in retrograde, it's allowing us to take a step back, look deep down at the dynamics of our relationships, and is it of the highest light? Right? So we have that. It's just it's beautiful. It's all serving, really. Now, it's really amazing because I love how everything starts to come together, because July 26th we had the opening of the Lion's Gate. Now the Lion's Gate peaks tomorrow on 8/8, and we're having a beautiful shamanic drum circle here where we're going to be opening up this vortex here at the Sanctuary of Grace, and I'm going to do a channeling with the Sirian energy, the Orion energy, and even the Egyptian energy, because Horus has been coming back into my field. So this is going to be just a really great experience. But this whole energy of tomorrow, it peaks, and it's a time where we're pulling in from these incredible energies of the Sirius star, and also Orion, and of course, like I said, the energies of Egypt, because this is when all of it and our earth align with it. So if you think about that trinity, bringing in that beautiful energy for us to connect, and it's like our sun gives us life, right? It gives us this energy, and gives us this life to come up and out. It was actually during the last channeling I did here with the celestial angels, where they gave us the image of the lotus, and the lotus coming up, of course, being born in water and coming up and just coming up through that mud, coming up through the challenges. And this is really the symbol, I guess, right? This would be the symbol of this season, the lotus, and coming up through the mud and reaching towards the skies. And it's all about strength and perseverance. Oh, and I did a light language channeling for light codes, and I want to show this to you guys. I put it up on Facebook, but I didn't actually take the picture where I had the word fortitude at the bottom. So here we have a light language code. So the reason why I'm sharing this, because if you are watching this video right now, these light codes you're receiving because you are moving through something that you need strength, that you have gone through something this season that has required you to really pull in from what is deep down within, that energy of fortitude, moving through these challenges because they're coming up. There's a lot of transitions that are happening, so a lot of things are shifting within your internal world and therefore your external world. So your internal world and your external world are trying to merge together and coexist. So think about that with the infinity of tomorrow, the 8-8, right? It's the infinity symbol. So these two worlds within you, and this is how I started off this talk today about this energy of the waves of like being restless and then peaceful, and then this internal world and maybe even internal war, right? And coming out, and how it's reflecting into the external, your external world, your reality, and it's trying to come into this balance. So this is where these light codes, come in. So just look at this and sit with this. I do this a lot when I'm called to do for people in sessions and whatnot, when they want their own personal light code activation, I'll do that with them or for them. So this is, like I said, a great time. It's now bringing in the Sirian energy. The Sirian energy is considered our spiritual sun. So the sun gives us light, right? Life and light. So the spiritual sun, it's bigger than our sun, so it's amplifying this clarity. It's amplifying this light for us to see. It's illuminating. So this is why Archangel Uriel is coming in. So that's really, really, I love that. But it's, the 8 represents, in Egypt and even other cultures, they looked at the symbol of the infinity and also the spiritual sun as a symbol of abundance. It's infinite abundance. It's, infinite anything. Like I have a tattoo that says trust in the infinity symbol because I wanted to, at that time, I was really working on trusting myself and trusting this path and trusting in God and this divine plan. And yeah, just like really bringing that in. So it's for whatever it might be for you. It might be strength, it might be love, infinite strength, infinite fortitude, resilience, trust, faith, whatever it is. Tomorrow is that day bringing in this new rebirth, and it reminds us with this influx of energy. It reminds us of our untold potential. And this is that courage, right? The lion, what the lion represents, like us being proud and just stepping forward and being heard and seen. And that's also the connection to the Sirian energy. Sirian energy is about being seen, being heard, healing these karmic patterns. Remember, we got Saturn still in retrograde here, that is in Pisces, that is still wanting us to heal these spiritual, because Pisces is a spiritual sign, astrological sign. It's about stability. So Saturn wants to create this stability, and because Pisces is a water sign, it's wishy-washy, so it's wanting to create this, a spiritual foundation. So we have all that energy impacting us with tomorrow's gateway, right? So we have this, our sun with the physicality and the life, and the spiritual sun illuminating our soul, our spirit, just our infinite self, right? So here's another little, play with the infinity symbol, the number 8. So it helps to widen our perspective, take a step back and see. So this is the Sirian energy. This is, taking that step back and just seeing our divinity. So it's just a really beautiful time to step forward with that courage as these challenges are being shown to you. Remember, diving into that underworld, it's going to stir up some stuff like the lotus, right? You know, the underworld, the water, the murky waters, what's lying beneath the water to come up, right? So amazing. Okay, so now Leo, leadership. Now, too, with the Leo, it's a very proud, ego driven sign. So we have to see, like, within, especially if you're a Leo, how you're moving through healing the lower aspect of your sign. It's making me remember, many years ago, I had this woman lash out at me, and basically she said to me that she's better than I am because she's a Leo, and engage I didn't engage after that. I was just like, okay, well, this is very clear that if she was doing some self evaluation or reflection, she would be able to see that that was all of her lower ego coming out, and saying that she was better than I, because of her sign as a Leo. But the important thing is that not to engage in that lower aspect, right? Because you could be seeing this a lot, even within yourself. But we want to acknowledge that, and we want to look at that. And this is where the spiritual sun comes in and Uriel, to bring in this clarity so you can see, hopefully this woman is not in the same place, and she has moved through that lower aspect to see that what she was bringing up from internally, externally, and I was just the object of that, whatever was going on within her, right? So really great time. Now, Orion's energy is a huge karmic healing for all of mankind here, because it's about stepping into freedom. It even ties into the Aquarius moon, but it is Orions were just about control, mental, like using mental tactics to control, to create fear. Think about what's going on in the world and what has been. So if this is a big karmic lesson and healing for mankind, think of how that is playing out externally, right? So we got this internal karma from this energy playing out externally. So the more we're able to see the powers that be, or the things that want to control and manipulate, use mental telepathy, mental tactics to keep you in fear, to keep you in control, you got that beautiful spiritual sun kind of saying, I see your BS, right? See it from a mile away, right? It's, what is that saying? Seeing the forest through the trees, right? Or the trees through the forest, but however it goes. I was just like thinking about a song that's I think it's 9 Inch Nails, but nonetheless, it's about seeing the bullshit and seeing the truth behind where this is coming from. So this really gives you a great opportunity this month, as we walk through the Lion's Gate tomorrow, and really persevere with courage to make these big galactic energetic changes, because this is a galactic new year. This is all about new beginnings. So lots of light codes coming in tomorrow, my friends. Definitely coming through that portal of our sun, this life-giving force that enters into our DNA level, starts moving things around in the light codes in the body, which is here, right, anchoring this strength and this fortitude. And for those of you who don't know about light language is the light that, the language of our world. It is just another way that we can communicate and receive, beautiful energies from God's source, or higher aspects, just that beautiful heart, spirit energy. And it's the language of God from the heart. So that's like when I speak it during my classes and my channelings, people say to me, I have no idea what you're saying, but it feels so good. It's like, I know what you're saying, because you're understanding that and receiving it at a soul level. So it's a universal vibration that's coming in through when you're speaking it, and it helps to shift your energy field, your Merkaba, which is Archangel Metatron. So yeah, beautiful. Okay, so we're at 19 minutes here. I pulled 3 cards for today's, for anybody who's watching this and going to see this video. So the first one is going beyond your limits. Well, there you go. This energy is really pushing you past your limits. I mean, it is making you dive deep into the internal self, into that underworld, and really see what is going on. What's driving the bus? Is it the fear? That, wanting to be in control? Is it coming from the ego? All parts of that, of course, right? And revealing it in these beautiful waters. And then we have awaken. Well, I've been talking about this since the beginning of the season, that Alakali, my channel, was like, this is the ascension season. This is when people are going to be awakened. So you're going to be awakened to these, basically, these limitations and these restrictions. And I'm even going through it myself. I go through this stuff too, and there's fears that are coming up, and I am hunkering down and doing the work and saying, no more. I do not want this limitation anymore. We're infinite. We're limitless, right? We are the infinity symbol, right? So we're not meant to have these fears and these restrictions here. We're literally meant to move through this and connect to our potential, our highest potential. So you're awakening to your fears, you're awakening to your restrictions, to your limitations, to your lower self. This is all of the underworld, and you're bringing it up, and you're taking your place in the world. I mean, beautiful cards. Taking your place in the world. Taking your place in the world. So here you are, that leadership, that lion, proud, being seen, being heard. You're taking your place in this world as an infinite soul, as an infinite free soul, right? Just remember that, freedom. All right, my friends, there you have it. We're 22 minutes in. By the way, this is a number that's been coming up for me personally, the number of 222 and 22. It is about trust. It's that Mary Magdalene energy, about inner devotion, the 6th ray. She also governs the 3rd ray, but also the 6th ray, which is the ruby ray with Uriel, and about that inner devotion to go in and trust what is happening is unfolding for a reason, and trust in who you are. And you will have the strength and the fortitude to make it through and to take your place in the world. All right, so there you have it, my friends. There's your cosmic energy update. If you'd like to join us here tomorrow at the Sanctuary of Grace for this beautiful drum circle, where we're going to dive deep and receive these codes of light, the light language, and the ancient codes of drumming, it's just going to be absolutely beautiful. Reach out to me. We're going to be outside, so we do have this space here, a beautiful yard here at the Sanctuary of Grace, and we're really going to have some beautiful, beautiful experiences. So just reach out to me. All right, my friends, have a beautiful, blessed day, and namaste.